Throughout the week, speech and debate participants practice inside Brophy Hall for upcoming speeches and debates. But speech and debate is more than public speaking or debating. John Flynn talks about those other aspects.
So I do Lincoln Douglas debate, which is philosophy-based one-on-one debate, and I also do original oratory, which is a 10-minute written, original memorized speech that's persuasive. And then I've also done impromptu speaking, which is, what it sounds like, speaking on the fly.
Looking more closely at original oratory, this part of speech and debate is more closely related to addressing current issues and finding solutions to those issues.
Okay, well, an oratory is, in short, you write an original speech. It's actually called original oratory. You write an original speech that you come up with on a topic that you think is current. So you go into a topic and go in depth on that topic, and you explain a solution to the topic. It's usually a problem, but oftentimes people will talk about historical things and talk about why they were bad or something like that. Usually they're 10 minutes. They can be anywhere from 8 to 10 though.
Another form in speech and debate is drama, which looks a lot like a play performed from one person.
Mostly in my time in speech and debate, I've done multiple events. I've done an oratory, drama, humor, duo interpretation, poetry, prose, and all of them have their own certain things to them, but I feel drama is something that I can more connect to with emotion-wise, and it allows me to connect to different characters and different things that I usually don't connect with, and it's more of a discovering process with drama. And every time I perform, I feel like all the emotions come together, and it allows me to be someone else. And that's mostly what I feel during speech and debate. It's not allowing me to be someone else, but allowing to try something new. And I think that's what's mostly stuck with me about drama.
Christopher Dominguez performs an example of a drama by himself, which is about a kid that is in a mental ward because of an incident that occurred earlier.
Okay, so what my dramatic interpretation is about is a kid that was found in that finds himself in this mental ward when he wakes up, and he's trying to figure out what's going on, and he comes in and there's this nurse there telling him to take these drugs, and he doesn't want to take them because he doesn't know what he's doing there. And eventually throughout the piece he finds out that while he was in the mental ward, he was in there because on New Year's Eve he tried to kill himself after kissing his best friend's boyfriend. And it was a whole dramatic experience for him because it was his best friend's boyfriend, and it was a combination of him being gay and coming out at the same time, but also betraying his best friend. But in the end, he mostly comes to the fact that his best friend was always there for him, and he wants her back. So in the end, he actually writes her a Valentine's because they always used to write Valentines to each other, and it was just one of those things that they did as best friends, and it mostly just says he wants her back. And I feel like it's a brighter side of drama because a lot of dramas use it on a darker side, but I feel like this gives off more of a light feeling with the drama because you have more of faith that he'll be happier with his best friend. And I feel like that's the whole point of my drama, is that you go back to the person who means most to you, and that was his best friend at the time.
Speech and debate also helps participants acquire skills that help them in the future.
My favorite thing about speech and debate is that you can literally look any way, you can be from anywhere, you can have had any kind of background, and you can still be successful at this. If you study and you work, you don't need to have some incredible advantage. You don't need to have some natural ability helps, but it can be taught. But no matter what, even if you don't end up being great at it, like doing competitively well, I think the skills you get out of doing this are just incredibly valuable. And the things that graduates of the program have gone on to do just continuously shock me. There are people who are speechwriters for major politicians in DC, or they're going to be doctors or lawyers, and they all come back and tell me that the things they learned in speech and debate help them get those jobs, or helps them in their profession every